Good evening. In July 2021, a new ministry has been created in the central government, and the name of the new ministry is Ministry of Cooperation. As we know, every ministry is headed by a minister, and as far as the new ministry is concerned, it is headed by Mr. Amit Shah. Mr. Amit Shah is already the Home Minister of India, meaning he is already heading the Ministry of Home Affairs, meaning one person can be the minister for more than one ministry. So, this is one example. Now, the point is that who is empowered to create new ministries? So, this is the point that we are going to discuss in this particular class. One possible question in the examination will be, which of the following is the new ministry that is created by the Government of India? And your answer should be Ministry of Cooperation. Number two, who is empowered to create the new ministries? That is another possible question, and please make a note of this one. And the answer is the President of India. The President of India, under Article number 77, Class 3, is empowered to make certain rules for the more convenient business of the Government of India. Business means to run the affairs at the central level. For this reason, you have to make it more convenient. And we know very clearly the President in India is a nominal head, and the real powers are vested with the Prime Minister. That is the reason why, depending on the need and necessity, the Prime Minister time and again keep on advising the President of India, and the President of India acts according to such advice. Meaning, whenever the Prime Minister feels that there is a necessity of a new ministry, the Prime Minister will be recommending to the President of India, and the President of India will issue the order according to such advice. This is what is happening. But please remember, in the examination, if there is a question, who is empowered to create a new ministry, and your answer should be President of India. Clear? And if you look at, the so many ministers have been included in the Council of Ministers. Whenever I say Council of Ministers, that council is headed by the Prime Minister. Apart from the Prime Minister, you also have various cabinet ministers. Apart from cabinet ministers, you also have ministers of state with independent charge. I repeat, ministers of state with independent charge. Apart from that, you also have ministers of state. And if you look at it today, you got 80 members as ministers in India at the central level, and this includes the Prime Minister. Including Prime Minister, you got 80 members, right? And one is the Prime Minister. You got, so many cabinet ministers. You got two ministers of state with independent charge, and you have 47 ministers of state. So many members are there in the ministry. But what is the limitation as far as the number of ministers are concerned? Please remember, the limitation came into the picture. The restriction has been imposed in the year 2003 through 91st Amendment. Through 91st Amendment Act, a new article has been included. A new provision has been included in the under Article number 75, and that article mentions that the number of ministers in the Council of Ministers, including the Prime Ministers, should not exceed 15%, should not exceed 15% of the total strength of the lower house of the Parliament. Clear, very, very important. Lower house of the Parliament means house of the people. That is nothing but Lok Sabha. We know the strength of Lok Sabha. Currently it is 543, right? So out of this 543, the number should not exceed more than 15%, so that will be coming around 81. So obviously the number of ministers should not exceed 81, and currently you got 80 members. Clear? And everything whatever was done, it was done in accordance with the various provisions of the constitution. Clear? Regarding this, I would like to show you some points, and please have a look at this. Look at all this. The Narendra Modi government on July 6th, 2021 announced the creation of a ministry called Ministry of Cooperation, right? To realize the vision of Sahakar se Samriddhi, that is nothing but prosperity through cooperatives. In a separate session, we'll be discussing about the functions of the, this Ministry of Cooperation, why it has been created and what are the objectives. Let's try to understand, right? And if you look at this Ministry of Cooperation, this is the second ministry to be created during the second term of the Modi government, which came into the power in the year 2019. And you all know that Mr. Narendra Modi became the Prime Minister of India in the year 2014, continued up to the year 2019. Elections were held in the year 2019, and again he became the Prime Minister. That is the reason why, starting from 2009, this is the second term for Mr. Narendra Modi as a Prime Minister, right? During this term only, this is the second ministry that has been created. Look at this. The first new ministry to be established was Jal Shakti Ministry immediately after coming to the power in the year 2019. And when it comes to Jal Shakti, it was created by integrating two existing ministries called Water Resources, River Development and Ganga Rejuvenation, and Drinking Water and Sanitation. So by merging these two ministries, we got a new ministry called Jal Shakti Ministry that happened in the year 2019. And now in 2021 July, you got one more new ministry called Ministry of Cooperation, right? And Prime Minister, all the ministers put together is called the Council of Ministers. We already know this, right? Next. So when it comes to the number of ministers, look at this. Article 75 1A says that. Kindly remember, this particular article has been added through 91st Amendment in the year 2003. Under this particular article, the total number of ministers, including the Prime Minister, in the Council of Ministers shall not exceed. You know the meaning of shall not. I have explained in a very detailed manner during our polity classes, right? It shall not exceed 15%. 15% of what? That is important. Please pay attention. 15% of the total number of members of the House of the People. Please remember, we are not using the term Parliament. We used the term House of the People. That is nothing but lower house of the Parliament. That is nothing but the Lok Sabha. Meaning, when you are looking at the strength of the Council of Ministers, you are not taking the strength of Rajya Sabha into consideration, but we are taking only the strength of Lok Sabha into consideration. Clear? Look at this. And this is what happened through 91st Amendment. Clear? And currently you got 543 members in the Lok Sabha. And 15% will be approximately 81. Is that okay? Next point. Ministries are created by the President on the advice of the Prime Minister under the Government of India allocation of business rules of 1961, and this is a part of article number 77. Please remember this one, allocation of business rules, and that falls under the article 77 of the Constitution. But what this article is saying, have a look at this. Article 77 says that the President shall make rules for the more convenient transaction of the business of the Government of India, and for the allocating among the ministers of the said business. Very important one. And under these rules are concerned, each ministry is assigned a ministry by the President, meaning ministers are appointed by the President, ministers are allocated the portfolios by the President. But please remember, the President is executing the duties on the advice of the Prime Minister. That's the reason why we say the Prime Minister is the most powerful person, and he is considered to be de facto head, meaning the real head. Clear? And some more points for your information, and kindly have a look at this. The Cabinet Secretariat. We know that there is a Cabinet Secretariat which is headed by Cabinet Secretary, and that Cabinet Secretary is considered to be the senior most IAS officer in India, and that office is responsible for coordination, smooth transaction of business, and decision making among the ministries and departments, and is under the direct charge of the Prime Minister of India. And please remember, currently the Cabinet Secretary is Rajiv Gauba. It is Gouba, Rajiv Gauba. Please remember the name. And today is July 9th, 2021. As of today, so he is the gentleman who is the Cabinet Secretary. Look at this. When it comes to the creation of ministries, it is not new, right? In the year 2000, Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports was created. Again, in the year 2014, Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship was created. Is that okay? And in the year 2017, Narendra Modi government merged two ministries called Urban Development and Housing and Urban Poverty Alleviation to create a new ministry called Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Clear? And if you go back to the year 1947, my dear friends, at the time the number of portfolios 18, and those 18 ministries were overseen by 14 cabinet ministers, meaning it's an indication that single person can be appointed as minister for more than one ministry. Am I clear? So that is the reason why for certain ministries we will see the same person. Example I gave you now, that is Mr. Amit Shah, who is the Minister for Ministry of Home Affairs, and also the newly created ministry called Ministry of Cooperation. Right? Am I clear with all the points? Every point is important for the examination point of view. Please remember all the points very carefully, and I'll stop at this stage. I'll see you in the next class with other points. Thank you so much. Take very good care.